Hello, welcome to Salt and Light Canning. I'm Jessica and this is my kitchen and I'm happy that you're here. Today I have some pepperoncinis out of the garden and I'm just gonna pickle them really quickly. I have 6 cups of filtered water and to that I'm gonna add 6 cups of vinegar. You can use any vinegar you would like. Just make sure it is at least 5% acidity. I'm also going to add 6 teaspoons of sugar, and I'm going to add 6 teaspoons of salt. This is just kosher salt. You can use whatever salt, just probably not iodized salt. All right, I'm going to get this on the stove just long enough to get my salt and my sugar dissolved. I'll be back in just a minute. So all I'm doing with my pepperoncinis is I'm just snipping the little stem part off and putting them in a jar. It's really simple. It's probably some of the simplest canning you can do. Just put it in the jar. This is our first year growing pepperoncinis, but they're a pepper that my daughter likes, so grew them so that I could make this for her. They tend to like to float, so I'm only going to about 1 inch of headspace. Let me know what you're doing in your garden, what you're canning. Love to hear from you. Have a lot going on in the kitchen today. It's just that time of year. We had a wonderful harvest. We're still getting things from the garden and it's just a blessing. My husband told me I need to make something with tomatoes soon just because there's no more room in the freezer. So we'll be making something with tomatoes soon. Probably Sloppy Joe starter, because we love that. Anytime you just have a few peppers or something that you need to can to preserve them, pickling is one of the easiest things you can do. Also, we slice and we dice our peppers and put them in the freezer, and I will pickle them later or add them to other sauces, or we'll just use them in different things that we're making. So don't feel that you're limited to have to do things right this second. I've had a lot of success with frozen peppers, but please do what you feel comfortable with, what you're happy doing. I'm going to finish getting these in the jar and I'll be back when I'm doing something else. I have my pepperoncinis all in jars and I'm making a mess. To my jars I'm adding about 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. This is optional. You could just put brine in your jars and not worry about any seasoning, and that's okay too. Please do what you like. I'm also going to add about 1 teaspoon of pickle spice. And again, you don't have to. Please do what you like in your jars. Now I'm going to pour my brine in my jars. All you really need though in your jars is brine and your vegetables. And fill to about 1/2 inch of headspace. Debubble as best you can with pickled vegetables. I'm going to wipe the rim of my jar to make sure that we don't end up with any pickling spice or anything on the edge. Maybe add a little more brine here. Get a lid and a ring. Just to finger tight. Fill my next jar. Canning does not have to be complicated. Even if all you do is pickles or all you do is jam, enjoy the time you have in your kitchen making delicious food for your family. And they're gonna float because I raw packed and because just the nature of whole pepperoncinis is they float. But don't worry about it. It'll all settle down. So my canner is full. I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to bring it to a boil. And we are going to process at a boil for about 10 minutes, and then I'll be back when I'm taking them out. Probably 15 minutes. I'll be back when I'm taking them out. Well, my timer went off, and so I turned everything off, and I took the lid off, and I've just been waiting a few minutes, and I'm ready to take my peppers out. These are just so pretty in the jar. Well, these are gonna relax and seal and have a good night, and tomorrow I'll come in and take off the rings and wash everything up and label them and put them in the pantry. So exciting. Let me know what you're canning, what you're doing in your garden. You know, I love to hear from you. Anyways, be so blessed. Know that you're loved and be a blessing to someone else. I'll see you in the next video.